I have a backup account on Facebook and I can't get into it. They won't let me into it. So it's basically under Mark Sucks a booger's ass. Control authority. So anyway, hey Siva Ava. I was doing my chores. I only got one minor chore done. The next one, I want to send out thank yous for my PayPal and for who donated to Seva, as well as to myself to eat. You guys are next. But I paused to take a break and get up away from the computer because I can't really sit still very well. As you see in all my videos, I'm always making you guys dizzy by pacing. So I went to go clean up my MK Ultra mess that leads to demons. Okay, now we had this talk back into December. There's my pretty girl. I just want to wallow in your presence all the time, and your eye is watering, honey. Oh, I see, honey. I'm going to come wallow in your presence in a minute, but, excuse me, I think she felt the excitement. I went in there and I told her, I put on my sandals and I said, I'm going to go do the dishes. There she is. I kid you not. She's that smart. Oh, I'm so happy to hear you. Pam, I still have to go through your emails. I don't mean to be rude to you. Please forgive me. And send you back a thank you letter. But I wanted to read this real quick and I'm going in the kitchen. Concentration camps now activated in America, roundups to begin soon. Democrats in Washington state are now pushing a bill, WAC 246-100, which would authorize health officers, Democrat vaccine Gestapo, to kidnap anyone at gunpoint and throw them into COVID concentration camps, which have already been activated. The people targeted under this tyrannical rule need not show any signs of sickness or infection to be ripped from their homes and families. You may recall that White House spokesperson Psaki, P-S-A-K-I, openly spoke about strike force operations in July of 2021. We covered it in an article entitled White House Officially Announces Vaccine Strike Forces that will go door to door targeting anti-vaxxers in their homes, forcing Americans to take kill shots. Just 4 months ago, Washington state's government confirmed they were taking COVID concentration camps active by issuing public job listings for strike team coordinators. Natural News covered this story on September 20, 2021, with a headline, confirmed government Inslee getting up COVID concentration camps in Washington state, issuing job listings for strike team coordinators. We learned in that story how quarantine strike team coordinators were needed to staff up Washington's COVID concentration camps, which were in the process of being activated. Now these concentration camps have been activated and they're ready to start processing anti-vaxxers who will, of course, be exterminated in the death camps. This is happening now. Okay, a couple of things. First of all, think, no rapture. We're in tribulations. There's no pre-trib rapture. There is no rapture, period. Listen. Hi, Seva Ava. I'm back in your presence. Could there be a misunderstanding or a misinterpretation of Revelation? And I've had this, and honestly, I've had confusion. And who's the author of Confusion, Lies, and Trickery? The dude down there. Well, actually, right now he's seated in the Arctic Circle, but not for too much longer. We get to fight his buddies, the beast of the sea and the beast of the land first. But anyway, now I have told you guys to follow Faith Studios, and I do myself. And they seem to suggest that until military action is taken in Jerusalem, Israel, that none of this could possibly be the mark. And I hear Christians say that the Antichrist has to be revealed first before it's the mark. I think that would be short-sighted for all of us just to focus on Israel and not what's happening in our own yards. It's happening in Australia and in parts of the U.S., right? So, or it's going to start. I'm not getting that shot. I know it'll take me out. So, no. I won't go get the stuff they have now, the boosters and vaccines. No. No jabs for me. Um, could this possibly fall under the third horse? The third horse is, let's get out our Bibles, guys. I talked to Abba, and I just got started on my chores. I'm going to keep this video short. But, hey, guys, would that be the third horse? The third horse is men slaying each other. Now, I know Russ Dizdar told us about the Black Awakening, right? The rise of the satanic super soldier. That would have been me, because I have end time, Janus programming. I have all that stuff. So I was a sleeper. But I woke up, so I can't be used again. So he painted a picture for us, but I don't want to be confined to just that perspective. Mike Adams is great too. Just like you know how I was yipping about the Chosen, they're mind controlling people, that if you don't act a certain way, then you must not be born again, and Jesus must not be with you, and it's a bad thing. Well, it is, but I don't want to also be short-sighted on Revelation. You know what I mean? I want to look at the micro and the macro. Now, tribulation happens worldwide. Look at Australia, look at Germany, now look at us. Okay, this is happening worldwide. Now, Abba showed me the white horse, the first seal, right? The bow, the crown, the horse, the big horse, this summer. And then he had me read the second seal and the third seal, and then stop. So maybe these three horsemen right now are riding. So right now, in different parts of the world, we might be, I'm speculating, maybe in different parts of the world, like right here in America, we're being conquered and ripped apart. You know, we used to be the land of the free and home of the brave. We're a corporation now. That's the sounding. That's the sounding. Let's go back to the seals. Here we go. Now, men slaying each other, that's got to do, could it possibly have to do with the jab? So it's not just people being triggered by MK Ultra programming, but it's also men killing each other over this thing. So it's not just the super soldiers waking up at that third horse, but it's also, we're going to be fighting each other over this. Now listen, I'm not letting them move me. I'm not letting them move me in the first place to even get to the train to bring me to the camp like they did in World War II with the Jews and Nazis. If I'm going down, I'm taking as many of those mother duckers as I can. So let's read the Bible together real quick. I know, I'm just making it more applesauce-y like. Again, you should see what this cat has in front of her. Just wanted to make it more applesauce-y like. Yeah, because then you can eat it better. I know, quit fidgeting with your food. Well, get over here and eat it then. And you got this too. Did that dry out? Oh, your little chicken dried out? We'll give it to Keeper and we'll get you more chicken, Sava. Give me a minute though, Sava. I'll get you more chicken. Okay, look out. I'll get you more chicken. All right, let's read the Bible quick, guys. I love you. I watched as the Lamb opened the first seal of the seven seals. Then I heard one of the four living creatures say in a voice like thunder. Come, I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as conqueror, bent on conquest. We're watching a lot of big people conquer, right? Try to conquer. You got Gates, now you got these other people. Now, I'm seeing that in my own country. But you know what other countries might be experiencing? All right, let's keep reading. Now, I might not see this directly in my own life, but that doesn't mean that somebody else on the other side of the world isn't feeling it. Pretty soon, those horsemen are going to cross paths, and what was once over there is now going to be here, and what we just dealt with is going to be over there, right? I don't know. But let's read. We're living in tribulation right now, so let's take each other by the hand and start worshiping Abba and asking all the right questions to him. When the Lamb opened the second seal. Okay, now I had a visual in the summer about the first horse. Abba only had me read about the second and third horse and then stop there. I don't have a visual on them, but since this summer I have literally been given an awake vision, awake daydream, whatever you put it, from Heavenly Abba. I got a visual of the first horse. But listen to this. When the Lamb opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come." Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given the power to take peace from the earth and make men slay each other. To him was given a large sword. Okay, I was confusing the second and third seal. Make men slay each other with a sword. Could it be a syringe? Anyway, moving on. When the Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come." And I looked, and there before me was a black horse. We got to be scared shitless of this one, guys, because listen. Its rider was holding a pair of scale in its hands. Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the four living creatures say, oh wait, no, not this. It's the fourth horse. See, I'm confusing the horses. Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the four living creatures saying, "A quart of wheat for a day's wages, and 3 quarts of barley for a day's wages, and do not damage the oil, and do not damage the wine." Abba had me stop reading at that part. So he gave me a visual of the first horse, and he's having me learn about the second and third. So we're looking at men slaying each other, we're looking at our money meaning nothing, and we're looking at a bunch of people trying to conquer everybody, and it's citizens, it's law-abiding citizens, the citizens of each country, of each territory is what's going to suffer. We should not be against each other as citizens. You know what I'm saying? Like peoples to a government. It's the government. It's not. All right. So, guys, I think we have a lot of cause for concern with these first 3 seals, and then the thing that gets me. Now listen, when we read the Bible, we really need to look at the deeper meaning. And I'm going to give you an example, because I didn't think to do this until recently. But I'm going to read about the fourth horse, and I'm going to use it as an example about reading deeper into the Bible. When the Lamb opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were given power over a fourth of the earth to kill by sword, famine, and plague, and by the wild beasts of the earth. We're not going to mistake that horse. Now, what concerns me is this horse. This one horse out of all 4 is given a name. He's given the name of Death. No other horses were given a name, right? And behind Death, that's on this horse, Hades is following close. So we have death and hell on this fourth horse, and it's got a name. No other horses were given a name. So for this fourth horse, death and Hades are entities that are on this horse, that come with this horse. So it's not just the horse and what the horse is bringing with it, but now we've got two entities that are coming along with that horse. So it's not alone. It's got some balls and chains, or it's got some things on its coattails. You know, like the trolls, haters, adversaries, gang stalkers, and doxers. They're always on my coattails trying to trip me up. Yeah, okay, so this horse has a bunch of haters, trolls, and whatnot on its coattails. So it's bringing with it a name and two entities, death and Hades. So I think right now, I don't want to get into dissecting each horse and applying it specifically right now. I'd like to keep it general because I got a lot of dishes and stuff to do. So I don't think we should solely okay, like Israel, the country is the apple of Abba's eye. There's no denying it, but they're in sin, so I don't give them, the country, my blessings. I give the nation of Israel my blessings, and there is a difference. We are born again, reborn onto him, the wild vine grafted onto the branch, and he's the branch, Yeshua HaMashiach is. But, you know, tribulation is worldwide. It's not one specific spot. But yes, in the Bible, there are certain markers, so to speak, where Abba is specifically talking about things to happen in Israel, right? Yeah, well, these horsemen don't have a specific location. They're worldwide. So I think that we should keep a broad eye, so to speak, because they applied to directly us right now. We're looking at the seals, guys. That only brings us to 3. What does Paul Bagley say? He's probably got us in the trumpets by now. I know there's another ministry out there that's got us on, like, ready for the 7th trumpet, and it's like, Then there's a third ministry out there that's saying that Yeshua's 1,000 years of reign is happening right now. Yeah, okay. Anyway, next. Guys, I encourage you to read Revelation for yourself because you get a direct blessing from Heavenly Abba. Direct blessing from him if you read it. Now you know those dreams and visions you get, right? Well, that's what Revelation sounds like. So may you guys use your spiritual gifts for Heavenly Abba. May you use your dreams and visions for Heavenly Abba. May you bind and cast down the voice of Moloch so your shepherd's voice is brighter in your ear. And I just wanted to say, I think people might have a misinterpretation of the Bible, a misunderstanding, and I don't think that we should be too close-minded, that we ignore what's sitting right in front of us. No, we just entered into tribulation. The Holy Bible Code scholars that I know that are spiritually gifted by the hand of God themselves, the Holy Bible Code searchers found it. I'm not giving out names, but Doug knows who he is. March 2021. I asked Abba on my birthday in September, is tribulation commencing now? And I believe he said yes. So since then, we're looking, I think, at the 3 horsemen right now. I only got a visual on the first one. I haven't gotten a visual on the other 2, but they should be popping up at any second. So I really don't know that I'm going to draw the horsemen. I still haven't finished Abba's throne room and drawing that. But I don't know, that's some food for thought. And now I've got a big mess and a pretty little fluff ball around here floating around that I want to give my attention to. Where'd she go? Yeah, because I didn't sit there doing the dishes. There she is. I came to get you, Siva. You want to come hang out with me a little bit and we'll keep talking to Abba about Revelation? Yeah? Cool. Sweet. Oh, hang on. I'll hang on. You be the leader. All right. So thank you for your time. I love you guys. It's great to see you, Lynn, Pam, Mike, and Bonnie, everybody out there. I haven't seen James in a while. Sarsma. But I am praying with and for all of you. And I'm sorry if I embarrass you as your friend and sister, Futtermuckers. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to go. I got to also eat. My stomach's growling. I want to eat. I don't know. I'm having trouble. I'll see you guys later. I love you.